Good day, fellas. I hope you are ready for your daily dose of skill. Today we are going to play with the Jagdtiger. We haven't played with this vehicle for quite some time, and I think this vehicle is absolutely amazing, and I would even say it's underrated. It is rated 4 in the index page, and overall tank is beautiful. The biggest highlight of this tank, gun. Alpha damage of this tank is absolutely amazing. Accuracy for this alpha is legendary. It is very, very nice. Penetration with the standards, beautiful. 560 alpha damage, 276 millimeters of penetration, 1.2 shell velocity. This is very, very good. If you are loading gold, you have even more penetration and faster shell velocity. But not everything is so ideal. The thing is, armor of this tank is very, very, very debatable. By saying very debatable, I mean people can penetrate you into the superstructure without bigger problems whatsoever. And this is important thing to highlight overall. That being said, this tank is kind of shining whenever you are playing against the enemies who cannot penetrate you that easily. But if guys have a decent penetration, well, you are sitting in a bit of the trouble, to say that the least, right? It's just not very nice in this way. But look at this gun accuracy. Watch this. Perfectly aimed shot. Over 500 meters distance. Well, we hit him, but we did not penetrate him. Skill, you are talking too much. Too many good things about how good this tank is. Shit. We can make it work. We can and we will make it work. Now, this is a problem. This mother trucker Arta, he's spanking us like there is no tomorrow as well. How we can make it work? This is the question. We know that enemy light tank is sitting over there, he is spotting us and he is just being annoying, which is fair enough, you know, I cannot complain about this whatsoever. I have a bit different strategy and different idea. From all of this, I think enemies will make pressure like so, and indeed they are. So, I try to eliminate couple of the fences over there, that's fine. And whenever someone will make pressure like so, once again they will, it's matter of the time, then we are going to have a good time and then we are going to say hello, wanna play the game. The game is going to be called You Peek, I Shoot You. This is how the game is going to be called. I'm trying to go for a bit of the blind shots over there because of this EBR, and let's get real, this EBR actually can go like this. And Progetto is going. Good. Very good. Very hard start for our game, but I do not really think we are sitting bad by any shape or any form. At this point, Progetto needs to peek. I do not really think he has any other option. Come on, Progetto, peek. Good boy. That's what I am talking about, and that's what I am waiting for. Excellent. Very nice. Now, he is not safe, okay? Just to say that, he's Pixel. He is not safe, as you can see. Even whenever there is a Pixel exposed, we can spank him like there is no tomorrow, and here we go. We are booming. We are booming, fellas. At this point, I will try to get a decent angle for this 60TP or alternatively Leo. Hopefully we will be able to spank them. Blind shot just like so, you never know when you will hit shots like this. And luckily for us, we are not getting slaughtered and punished. I think we need to load APCRs at this point. Why so? Because Conqueror is asking for it. If Conqueror will peek, and he should peek, we are going to spank him. Come on, Conqueror, just do this. Just be brave. What I am afraid of them penetrating our superstructure. Because once again, I have no doubts whatsoever that they can do that. Aiming for... oh, here you go. Luckily the Conqueror is stock. With a gold, we can pretty much auto-penetrate him in the turret. So this is what we want to see. Beautiful. Very, very nice. And this is where Jagdtiger is shining, right? We are playing... This is not a typical tank destroyer gameplay. I mean, sure, you can play with it as a typical tank destroyer, like a snipe from the back, but what you need to keep in mind, that this vehicle is tall as a barn, right? And the armor is not that great, so sniping is not really that great of the option. The best and ideal case scenario is you meeting the tanks which doesn't have the best penetration, and then you can say, oh, now we can play, you know? This is the best combination of the things, but it doesn't work that well often, if you know what I mean. It just simply doesn't. By the way, we are not winning this game. In other words, games are definitely not perfect. Keep this in mind. Beautiful. Just because of this gun handling, we can attempt to hit the pixel shots, and you can say whatever you want. It works just fine. Okay, Conqueror. How to dig the son of the banana from here? I'm loading high explosives just to annoy him. My goal at this point is just simply to damage his gun. That would be my goal. Progetto and Grille, both of them sits here, it's okay. And now I will show you the angle which you did not knew about. Or maybe you did not knew about. Here you go. You can actually go like this and you can spank everyone in this way. Excellent. Oh my bananas, minus 4,000 hit points. Okay, understood. Let's try to escape before it's too late. And let's say hello for this object. Come on, object, just a bit more. I do not need much, just a bit more. Come on. Good boy. That was a good baiting from his side. I can't complain about this, can I? We have an okay start. We have 3,200 damage and 1,000 assisting damage, and I'm trying to focus as much as I physically and possibly can in this situation. But as you can see, it is not so simple. Enemies are holding this side, and we lost every single mother trucker who decided to be super aggressive in this side. So we are struggling at this point. We are definitely struggling. Okay, what we can expect? We can expect this Leopata make pressure like this. If we are going to be lucky, we are going to farm another 2,000 to 3,000. Now, extremely important thing to say is that not every game you can be a winner, and sometimes you need to accept on being the loser, right? And in this situation, this is exactly how it looks like. Good, very, very nice, and light tank. Ooh. Good, it's fine. I'm just trying to get as much use as I physically and possibly can at this point. That's about it. Okay, fair enough. Listen, fellas. It was a relatively close game to the current game meta. We managed to get a decent score, 4,200 damage, 900 assisting damage. We were holding the heavy line pretty well. Unfortunately, our team had other ideas. Our team made a humongous pressure like this, and all of them died. Which is fair enough, you know. Sometimes pressure does not pay off. That's fine. Let's see the score. Okay, fellas, let's see. So, 4,200 damage, 900 assisting damage. We are coming back with a defeat. It's okay. All in all, wow. All in all, we are first by experience, first by the damage. We did pretty much close to twice more damage than the second place, right? So I cannot complain whatsoever. An enemy team played well. You know, we need to give credit for the enemy team as well. Meanwhile, we made 12,000 profit, which is always appreciated and always nice. And Jagdtiger gun is working well. Well, I wish to say the same thing about the armor as well, right? Unfortunately, it doesn't work this way. Let's go for round number 2. Okay, fellas, round number 2. This time matchmaking looks ideal. We are playing with a tier 9 against the tier 8s. And I like to start this game. There's a couple of ways how you can play it, right? With the tank destroyer, you can snipe from over there, or alternatively, you can take a safe defense parameter in the kill line. Maybe you can make a bit of pressure like this if you are feeling like so. I like to go into the heavy line. Now, from the heavy line, there is a couple of ways, couple of positions which you can protect. Option number 1 is to take the Foxtrot 9 over there, not to get near the rock because people are blind shooting it like crazy, but to place somewhere in the lower place, right? In the lower position. So it is very, very hard to blind shoot you, and in the same time you have a decent enough angles to spank everyone who is sitting here. And whenever the things are going south, you can actually take the 0 line and you can try to be annoying to the maximum. And if it is not enough, you can actually take this, and from this position you can pretty much spank literally everyone, making pressure like this. So I am feeling very, very, very good with my positions, right? I think the start is going to be great. Now, at this point, we are knocking this tree down to get a bit of the camo, and we are pretty much simply waiting until someone will get spotted here. And in fact, it doesn't necessarily mean we need to wait fully out. We can go for some blind shots as well. And oh my bananas, we are getting spotted. Interesting. Mr. Shrek is using his gun with a big smile on his face and he is spanking me. That is fair enough, and I deserved it. Now the question is, from where am I getting spotted? Is that T-49 sitting in the typical position over there? Because it looks like it. That's how he spotted our gentleman trying to get close to the rock, you know, which is fair enough, you know, it's very, very common position. Now, blind shots is the way. Let's go with the blind shots left, right, and center, and in the same time, we should have a decent enough angle to kill this IS-3. If he will keep making pressure. He won't because he's in the garage already. That's okay. Couple of the blind shots left, right, and center. That's fine. This T-69 is dead because Shrek will kill him. That's okay. And now we are just taking our time to blind fire. I do not really think we have anything else to do at this point. I simply think pushing like this is no bueno. It is just not good. And I think this is the best way how we can play the game for now. As you can see, blind shot 1, blind shot 2, blind shot 3, and Shrek is going back to his swamp. Unfortunate fate for this gentleman, but once again, that's what you are getting for not relocating, you know? Okay, now, all we need to do, we need to wait until this Ergashem will make a bit of pressure. Oh, T-49, how are you doing? Beautiful shot. Pay attention at one thing, that this vehicle is thriving in the city maps, but in the same time, in the open maps, you can actually hit your shots. So even though the distance is very, very long, it doesn't really matter for us. We can simply beat the living crap out of the enemies nevertheless. And that is always a benefit, that is always a plus. Now, we are going to say hello for Mr. Krvrvron and Mr. T10. I am very, very well aware of that they can penetrate me, especially if they are shooting gold, but I am willing to take the risk in this situation. The score doesn't look great, because we are losing this game by casual 3 tanks and by casual 7,000 hit points. And by saying casual, I am just, you know, messing with you. It doesn't look great. It doesn't look great, fellas. Borat, maybe? Ah. He made a different turn than I expected. I thought he's going to go up the hill, but he turned towards me. Which pretty much means the shot was even easier than I expected, but you know, I tried to be a smart ass. What can you do? Meanwhile, we need to figure out how we can eliminate this T10 and this Kerveron. If we are going to eliminate them from the game, it is going to be somehow decent. Oh, Borat. I did not realize that I have high explosives on, but that is okay. And now we are farming. T10 is going to get slaughtered. I'm ignoring this guy who is from behind. Bad aim. And we are dead. So unfortunate. You know what? I can tell you one thing, fellas. This is how most of the World of Tanks games went. Yesterday I was playing... story time, fellas. Yesterday I was playing with the tier 8 tank destroyers, and I felt like... most of the games are going either 1 to 15 or either 15 to 1, you know? Like... there is absolutely nothing what you can change about this. This is not going to be a horrible game. We have 3,500 damage because I believe we blind shooted the Shrek completely, right? But there is nothing what I can do in this situation. You know, enemies are just simply significantly stronger. They're flanking us from all the sides, and it is pretty much game over. But I can tell you one thing what makes me feel better about the game, right? Because believe me, I am reading your messages in the YouTube, and in the same time, whenever I am live streaming, there is plenty of people are saying who are about to quit the game or feeling frustrated. And my advice and my tip in this situation is live one battle at a time, right? You had a bad game, forget about the bad game, go for the other one. It feels significantly better in this way, at least for me. And I just want to share that with you and put this out of the way. All in all, 3,300 damage, 400 assisting damage. Let me guess, we are top player by the damage. Wow. Yeah, the teams are just brutal nowadays, truly. As you can see, we got twice more damage than the second guy, or close to that, right? We are first by experience, first by the damage, and we lost 1,000 credits, which is okay. We were blind shooting quite a lot. And by the way, if you are wondering, did I kill this Shrek fully? Almost. I hit him for 800 damage, so Arta blind shooted him or someone else. Either way, that's what we have. Let's go for round number 3, and let's hope for the best. My beautiful Prokhorovka encounter game. Fellas, this is my favorite map. Let's see what we can craft here. All we want to do, we want to play in the Foxtrot 3 or Golf 3. There is a magical bush, which I recommend to use pretty much for any tank. It is glorious. You can spank everyone and spot everyone who is sitting around the Charlie 1 area, which is absolutely glorious, right? And in the same time, you can, not only you can spot, you can actually shoot, which is good, right? That's all we want, and that's all we need. Meanwhile, Kunze Panzer is going up. I will take a second to aim for him, and I'm going to send him a big wet kiss for solid 600 in the face, or 540 in the face. That's good. Now, we need to figure out, can we get into the bush without getting spotted? And please pay attention from where Artas are shooting, because this is going to be important in the later game. What do I mean by saying this is, whenever Arta will shoot either from here or either from here, I will pin the position where Arta is, and not only we are going to give information for our Jeffs to, you know, prepare for this and try to counter them, but in the same time I will have the knowledge where Arta is sitting at, so I can blind fire Arta as well. Meanwhile, there is almighty E4, who is a tourist of the day. I think he's enjoying himself, and I think he's traveling across the Prokhorovka field, and I have a feeling he doesn't enjoy himself that much. Meanwhile, I have a feeling Arta is on the other side of the rails, which is not necessarily a bad thing. The main reason being is because I cannot blind shoot him from the middle. I just simply cannot do that. So I think he is sitting relatively well. Meanwhile, we are going to try to come back to our bush, and we will try to say hello for the Kunzer or object, right? That's all we want to do at this point. I am very, very well aware of that enemies are putting the cap pressure on us, which is definitely far away from being ideal, and in the same time they are having the hill, so this is not good overall. This is definitely not good overall. We need to think one step ahead, and how are we going to counter the enemies capping the base? This is the question. How we are actually going to counter them? T-57 is considering going up. That would be very, very good for us, but in the same time it's debatable. Can we do something for him? He got tracked. That's okay. And now patience. This is the situation when enemies have a humongous advantage. Our E-75 is AFK, unfortunate, I guess. The name of E-75 is Redneck. I love World of Tanks, fellas. It can be such a frustrating game, fellas. World of Tanks can be such a frustrating game, but in the same time it is funny as F as well. Especially whenever you are not getting tilted, whenever the things are not going your way. Okay? "33 seconds left until enemies will win the game." Definitely far away from being ideal, but that's what we have. What do you want me to say? As you can see from this sweet position, all we are trying to do is we are trying to spot the enemy team, and in the same time we are trying to do some damage in the same way, right? Beautiful, very, very nice. We are double bushing right there, that's good, and funny fact, I do not even have the camo skill on this tank. And this bush works just fine. T-49. One of the most important shots of the game, and enemies capture the base. What a session. What a session, fellas. What a session. Wow. Oh. Well, I'm telling you, whenever a game is not allowing you to win, and whenever you are having the situation like this, you are just having situation like this. And once again, with my performance, I have 2000 damage at this point. I would not act surprised if I am top by experience and like top 3 by the damage. Maybe even top 2. Let's see how the things are looking like. I am shocked how the games are working today. Meanwhile, 2000 damage, 2,700 assisting damage. I am top by the damage. I am top by experience. Yeah, the session when game doesn't allow you to win. 29,000 profits, hip hip hooray. Fellas, 3 games with Jagdtiger. I don't feel like I played badly with this tank, but we haven't won a single game. The average damage is 3,100, which is not ideal for Jagdtiger, but we have 1,400 assisting damage, right? So overall, we played for 4,500 combined. And I'm telling you, this tank is alright, but you know, this is the truth. This is what you are seeing in the World of Tanks, and the game is just simply not balanced, you know, and I feel how people are not having that much fun, and people are being frustrated by how the games are looking like. But you know what, fellas? We are sitting in the same boat, and keep this in mind. Whenever you feel like you want to beat the living crap out of the table or whatever else, or spang the mouse, just turn the game off. Enjoy something else. Watch movie or do something else. Play chess, you know, whatever. Anyways, thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed your time together with us. I tried to make Jagdtiger work, but it was very, very, very hard session. And honestly, it is one of those sessions when game doesn't allow you to do anything, you know? You're just losing all the time. 3 games, 3 times top by the damage, and I did my best, right? Anyways, thank you and see you very, very soon. Skill is out for today. Peace.